Hey guys, Self-Care September with me, Shannon. Today is going to be day 11 of Self-Care September. Today's going to be kind of a funny one. People who know me are going to laugh, but I'm going to bring out one of my best friends in this video to talk about lots of things we can do with coconut oil for self-care. So for those of you who haven't gotten on the bandwagon, coconut oil is great, and it is great for everything. And so today we're just going to talk about coconut oil, different treatments we can do on our body just to kind of spruce ourselves up and make us feel better. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is a coconut oil hair treatment. So we tend to have a lot of dry hair, chlorinated water, all the chemicals and everything running through our water, and we can end up with irritated scalp and dry scalp and all of that stuff, dandruff, psoriasis, eczema, all of those kinds of things. Coconut oil is a natural oil from coconuts, but basically it is so gentle that there are no, odors or anything like that, but it's also healing. Coconut oil is an antifungal oil, so when we talk about eczema and psoriasis and things of that nature, that is a fungal based skin irritation. So coconut oil for that. Typically I try to coconut oil my hair maybe every 2 months. I have a lot of hair, so it's hard to kind of get it out of there, but I do try to coconut oil my scalp at least once a month. And what I do is I just rub some of this stuff all up in there, and then I just leave it overnight, and it does usually take about 2 washes to wash out. But what you'll find is your hair is shinier, your hair feels more soft, these dry ends don't separate as much and all of that. So coconut oil is great for hair masks. The next thing for Self-Care September with our best friend coconut oil will be oral cleansing. So a lot of us do suffer from things like the irritation on our tongue, or gingivitis, or decaying teeth, or bad breath, or just sort of anything we got going on in our mouth. And even if we don't have anything going on in our mouth, coconut oil pulling is a really great way to change the bacteria balance in our body, get some of that bad bacteria out, and use that antifungal oil in there to really clean out in between your teeth. So oil pulling is something that a lot of you may or may not have heard of in the last couple years, and basically it's just a spoonful of coconut oil in your mouth after you brush your teeth, and you swish it around. Those properties in the coconut oil will draw the bacteria out of the small places in your mouth, and it'll draw it out in your gums. Now at the end of your oil pulling, which should be done, by the way, oil pulling is anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes. For the most effective results, you want to pull about 20 minutes. I am not able to do 20-minute oil pulling every day, but I do 20-minute oil pulling at least 2 to 3 times a week. If you do suffer with any sort of irritation in the mouth, ulcers, gingivitis, decaying teeth, coconut oil can really help with that, because it'll help to seal your teeth. It'll help to cleanse them and get that bacteria out that's causing all those issues in your mouth. Another thing that I love to do with coconut oil, because I like to be very cheap even though I love skincare products, is to take a little bit of coconut oil, and so this is going to be for our body, and mix it with some of those Himalayan or sea salts like we talked about the other day in one of my previous videos. The fine grain salt, not the big Epsom salts. So what I'll do is just take a little dish, put a spoonful of coconut oil in there, probably about half a cup of, not half a cup, a quarter cup or less, maybe of the sea salt or Himalayan salt, and I just kind of mix them up. I do love essential oils, so I'll go ahead and put some essential oils in there as well. Avoid things like peppermint for body scrubs, because it can tingle quite a bit and irritate certain places in our body. But I do, dropping coconut oil, I do like to mix some of my flavors, cinnamon, cardamom, and all that spice with it. But then when I'm in my shower, I use the coconut oil and sea salt body scrub. So you're getting the double benefits. You're getting the antifungal and the hydrating, and then you're getting the sea salt detoxifying and purification. You really feel free and good after one of those baths. So that's just a really easy, cheap body scrub that we can use with our coconut oil. Another thing that we can do with our coconut oil is create a mixture to ingest every day. Once again, coconut oil is antifungal. all of our problems in our digestive system, in our body, that causes the stress and inflammation in our body, that causes our stress in our head, that causes our irregular bowel movement, starts with a fungal overgrowth in the bowel. And once again, after Self-Care September, we're going to get into more of those digestive things, and we'll talk more about exactly what that is. But you can just eat coconut oil. So you don't want to swallow the coconut oil that you swish with, because that will have all your mouth bacteria in it. You actually want to spit that out. But the next thing with coconut oil that I do, that my kids do, that we have in my house, and it is our cure-all, is I mix, let's say, a couple tablespoons of coconut oil with a couple tablespoons of honey, a tablespoon or so of cinnamon, a pinch of cayenne, and then you just stir it up. You kind of make it to taste. It really actually kind of tastes like a cinnamon candy, like the little cinnamon candy balls. I put a pinch of cayenne in mine sometimes. In my house, we like it with a lot of cinnamon, so it's very dark. But so it's coconut oil, equal parts coconut oil, equal parts honey, cinnamon, and a pinch of cayenne. And this is a spoonful mixture you can leave on the counter. This is a spoonful mixture that you can put in the fridge and kind of solidify it. It is antifungal, and with the honey, it becomes antibacterial, and with the cinnamon, it becomes stimulating to your immune system, and anti-tumor, and anti-cancer, and antifungal, and so on and so forth. So there's so much that we could do with coconut oil. And the reason I added this into Self-Care September is because you really just want to look at self-care as like taking care of your whole package. And I figured adding coconut oil in and giving all the examples of everything that you can use it for would kind of imply self-care in a lot of different areas. So for your hair, your skin, within a body scrub, your oral for oil pulling, and then even for your digestive tract. So the coconut oil is antifungal, and that will help with the overgrowth in the body, but it also will help to it'll help with colds. This mixture that I was just mentioning, it'll help with colds, it'll help with stuffy noses, it'll help with allergies, because it kicks in the antibacterial and antifungal properties and kicks up your immune system. So it's really just good all the way around. But there's so much more that can be done with my best friend coconut oil. I make body lotions and salves and all kinds of stuff with our lovely coconut oil. You can just mix lavender oil with it and give you a good rub down that'll help soothe with anxiety. I actually use coconut oil as a base for a lot of body oils for soothing, things like that. Like, so for a chest cough, I would put a little coconut oil, and then I would put the lavender and whatever other oils I want and rub it on the chest. Coconut oil is a great essential oil carrier oil when you're looking at using it as like a more of a paste rather than a roller. Yeah, coconut oil, guys. Coconut oil, self-care. I know that sounds crazy, but hair masks, teeth, mouths, digestive system. Just a little change like that in our lives, changing out some of the other oils, using coconut oil, switching things out, can really benefit us and improve a lot of different areas in our life. So that's why using coconut made my self-care list. Have a great Thursday, everyone.